Hi, this is Isaac and David. Welcome back to Parsha and Pairing here at Kosherwine.com. Very excited to be at Parshas Vayigash.
We're about to come up on a
Chazak, that's right. We're closing in on the end of Sefer Bereishis. We have another week left. But this week we encounter Yosef as he's now the viceroy of Egypt, at Safnas Paneach, as we learned last week. And he is now sitting in judgment and in charge of the entire Egyptian infrastructure in order to alleviate the food woes and from the famine that's resulting of the 7 lean years. And we have Yaakov's sons that came down in last week's Parsha. His brothers come down, and now they're sitting there, and Yosef is not happy. He has Binyamin. He's holding Binyamin, and Yehuda is pleading with him to try to get him to release Binyamin and keep him instead. And it's a very passionate plea from Yehuda in favor of the brothers and in favor of trying to get Yosef to agree. And we have Yosef who gets very emotional, and he clears the room, and then he reveals himself to his brothers. And in the reveal, we have 3 different opinions as to why he had to clear the room. So one reason Rashi brings down is that he didn't want to embarrass the brothers. The brothers would have been obviously were shell-shocked when Yosef revealed himself, and he didn't want to embarrass his brothers in front of other people, so he cleared the room. The Rashbam brings down sort of the opposite version and says that Yosef didn't really want to cry, which he started to do in front of his staff. So he cleared the room of all Egyptians that were there, and therefore was able to just be emotional in front of his own siblings. The Ramban brings down actually a very, what I thought was the most interesting and nuanced point. He said that while Yehuda was making his passionate plea for mercy, especially for Binyamin in favor of Yaakov, so that Yaakov would be okay, the Egyptians in the room were really getting into it and really, evoking a lot of emotion from the crowd. And Yosef it was just too much for him to deal with, and he said, okay, I'm going to remove the crowd so that I can at least do this, benachas, with a little bit more respect than it would be in front of the entire crew of his Egyptians. So it's just an interesting little point. And we have, obviously, today we have the La Secret Sancerre, the Grand Secret. It's French wine, and obviously, the secret is, the grand secret, the big secret is Yosef's